Hey y'all, it's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. We are getting a little bit of rain. I could actually just jump outside and dance in it, y'all. But I know as soon as it stops, the sun's gonna come out and we're gonna be in trouble again. Hello, y'all. I'm just pulling you up. Monkey's grip. There you be. Hey. So, Claudia Janes came up with this amazing idea of making the flag bunting. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? So it's a board. It's a board. Well, not a board. Well, mine is going to be on a board. But it's where the ones that mainly they hang over windows and something, you know, those kinds of things. So we are going to do it on the large flower board. So here is, I'm going to hold this nice and close. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can. So I literally cut the board in half. And I did add extra holes, if you can see. Sorry, I'm trying to do it looking at the camera and I can't. So extra holes. In the big gaps, really, because I didn't really know a layout, mainly because, you know, when I see ideas, and I say this all the time, when I see ideas that I just fall in love with, I'll reach out to them. Hey, can I make it live? They've always said yes, but what I don't do is see how they made it. I make it up as I go on how I would do it. 107. So, because I really didn't know how it was going to lay out until I get going, I just made extra holes. Okay. So that is how I did it. This is what it looks like once I am done. So, and I had the numbers written out somewhere, and do you think I know where they're at? So I'll go over them with you, okay? So, on the very inside row, I am doing red, okay? So you need 1, 2, 3 red, and then I'm going white. 1, 2, 3, 4 white, and then I'm going blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue, and then I'm going back to the white, which in my case is the natural, because I'm using this as my senna per se. So for the white or natural, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going back to the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna lay it out, and then we will see whether or not it works. All right, so let's come on down and make sure y'all can see. I cut my boards with a jigsaw. That's how I cut my boards. And I'll show you, I've got another senna over there I'm going to make. This is going to be at the top. And I got this fabric from Amazon. And this one just fit really nicely. So that's why I chose that one. And that is why I chose the natural instead of the white. Okay. So Claudia, thank you for letting me do this live. I really appreciate it. Linda, I told you he was hot. So we're going to start with the outside row, and we're going to do the red. Now, I did save a couple to show you. Okay, so I did wood burn these 10 by 10. You're going to turn it into a diamond shape. Serged edge, upper left, bottom right. Now, I am lining it up with my 2 lines. That way I can get a fairly straight line. But this end really doesn't matter. So don't get hung up on what this end looks like. Okay, because you're not going to see it. So I'm just literally going to take my rotary cutter, cut it right in half, just like that. I know, I'm excited to see how this one actually turns out. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces. So take you a clip, line up your tip, because that is the most important part. Okay, and then I'm just lining up our edges, just like that. So we have 1 triangle sitting over another triangle. Okay, get your middle line, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I did not bring my bands in here, so I'm going to grab another clip, and we're just going to clip it, only because normally I just stick it right in the board, but I want to make sure y'all see this part. Okay, so this is what you have, but you don't be finished. Okay, go up underneath that petal and watch the magic happen. Spread that petal out, and then you have a nice, gorgeous, perfect Dean Michael fold. Okay, so we are going to do these on, let me show y'all the back. There's the back on how I set that up for my zip ties. So if you want to screenshot it real quick. All right, so now we're just going to put these right in our zip ties, just like that. Thank you for floating my boat. Okay. Now this, I almost did this with the rolled petal. I think it would be amazing as a rolled petal as well. But not this time. Maybe I'll play with the other half and see what the rolled petal with this would look like. And the rain has already stopped, y'all. I use a jigsaw to cut my board in half. Like, I have my own set of tools that nobody can touch. So that piece just frayed. It's all right. Don't pull it. Just clip it. I'm going to set something heavy on that because you can see it's trying to kind of curl under. So let's just put that on there, straighten it out while we're putting the rest of our petals on. Now you could even do this, use this same kind of layout as a watermelon, y'all. What? Yep. A watermelon. Tastes good. She doesn't remember a thing that happened in Walmart. And that's probably good. So we did have a good laugh about that. Yeah, Claudia Janes did this. And then I reached out to her. I was like, can I do it live, please? Now you know this would also be really cool as a ruffle instead of a petal. See how that petal's starting to straighten out there? That's what I want. No, I do not sell the half boards. All right, last one going in. But you know what I mean by a ruffle? That it would be really cool. What I would do is remind me at the end, a cute rainbow as well. Yep. I'll remind me at the end, and I'll show you what it would look like as a ruffle. And then it would really look like a bunt. Am I going to do the soaring eagle? Girl. It was amazing. Maybe I'll do that one in the VIP group. Okay, so now we're going with the white, which in my case, because I chose a different Senna, I am going with the natural. This is poly burlap. And I'll actually show you, actually let me do this row. And then when I get back to the natural, I'll do this again. Okay, so we're going with the natural. Unique in the Creek has all kinds of poly burlap, y'all. So if you need it, go grab it. Okay, see how it's stuck in there? Just go up underneath and pull it out, y'all. Yeah, that's my stalker. This is the first rain that we've had in months, y'all. So my ground is probably like, yes. Hello, hello. There she is. I'm doing your bunt. Hey, hey. I am feeling better. So I did find the almond milk without the, I don't even remember what it's called now, but I found it and I went back on it yesterday. And so far, so good. All right, we've got 2 more. Hello, hello. See, even with the wood burner, it's gonna fray, y'all. All right, 1 more, and then we're gonna go to the blue. Blue. I don't know why I say blue like that. I've never liked milk. That's why I use almond milk. But then I started having a lot of problems with it last week. Oh, with Carrageen. That's what it is. What it is. So I wanted to try the Carrageen free to see if that made a difference. You can, Stacy, I promise. Practice, practice, practice. I promise you, you'll get it. All right, going with the blue. Now, if you want, you can do this on the small board too, but y'all know me, got to be big. As big as I can get it anyway. Yes, these are all 10 by 10 cut in half and one laid over the other. Now, so Patriotic, I generally have a lot of Patriotic already cut up. So that's why I did it this way, because I already had it cut. If I was just making this wreath, I would have fused the petals rather than double them up like that. But I already had it cut. So hello, hello. Oh, Kathy, you gotta say hello. Who else didn't say hi to me? Come say hi. All right, last one. Hello, hello. Hi. Oh no, Susan. All right, now we're going back to the natural. If y'all float my boat, I'd love you even more. All right, next, back to the natural. So here it is again. All these loose pieces. Okay, so wood burn 10 by 10, diamond shaped. I'm just lining this up, my two tips, just like that. And we're going to cut it right in half. Clip that. Now, just lay one right over the other to get that perfect tip. Lay one over the other and then clip it. That way it doesn't move, y'all. And then line up your edges. Okay, just like that. Thanks for floating my boat. Find your center, scrunch it. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see I'm leaving my palm on my mesh. That way it doesn't move the mesh and make it cockeyed. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to clip it under your clip and then go up from underneath. Use your fingers and spread that petal out and make it nice and pretty. Okay? All right, let's get this next row done. Birthday last night and they'd be, oh no. See, and that's what happens when you don't wood burn it. But it's okay, y'all. You're not going to see it. Okay? I'm going to open it up and we're going to cover both the nubs that it's sitting close to. Just like that. Hello, hello. And then we're going to go back to the red. Last one. Yes, this is just the natural beige. And I actually had too many, y'all. I still can't count, but at least I had too many and not enough, right? All right, clip it. And we're going to go back to the red. Oh, it's a hair. You feel something, and you just know it's a spider, but it usually ends up being a hair. And you slap yourself. All right. Isn't this cool? Oh my God, Claudia. Amazing idea. Yep, poly burlap. Now this, yeah, that's all right. Let me cut that off. All right, y'all. So that's what we have so far. Let me, where is my, let me see. All right, let's clip these a little bit because I want the flat part, and this is a disc that I just cut in half. So I want the flat part to line up with the petals, okay? And I don't want this coming out. So let's just cut. Ugh, what a mess. Trim it up. A peacock, yep, I've done it. I've done the peacock, I've done the turkey in this fold. So they are a lot of fun. All right, so I have already made this Senna, but I'm going to show you how I did it. It is really simple. So, I've got some U pens. Gosh darn it, that hair, y'all. Lord have mercy. Okay, this is the fabric that I got from Amazon. So it has all kinds of little things on it, but this one fit perfectly. So I took a disc, cut it in half. Now I'm going to line this line right here up to the edge. I'm going to take my glasses off, y'all. Now the thing is, if you're hanging these side by side, you want to make sure that it's really even, okay? So, y'all know I'm a little OCD, so just bear with me. Dang, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect, y'all. All right, so I'm going to hang on to it, roll it over. And then we're going to start adding our U pens. All right, I can put my glasses back on now. No, it wasn't. Stop it. Take them back off. Okay. Now you can wrap yours with cord, rope, whatever you want. But I saw this and I was like, that's perfect. And then I'm just going to take it. fold that so we have a nice pretty edge. Now, if anybody wants this set, it is available. You can just shoot me a message. Use your muscles. Oh, maybe. Holy man. I'm always afraid to do that because I'm afraid I'm going to go right on through. Okay. I actually have too much here. It's throwing me off. Let's trim some of this up. Oh, I'm going to use my good scissors. Don't tell the boss. And then we're just going to start bringing it all in. Maybe if I can get my butt into it. All right, it's giving me fits, y'all. All right, let's just start from here. Let me make sure we're still lined up. I don't want to pull it too tight because I don't want it to throw off my line. I'm just gathering it and pulling it. Now I cut these shorter, that's why it's harder to go in. So it took that edge that usually makes it easy to go into things. I took that off. That's why it's a little bit harder. And I didn't bring enough. So we're just going to use this last one, and you can kind of just imagine what it's going to look like. Well, I've got the other one done, so. And I'll probably end up redoing this one. Oh. Holy man. Okay, so that'll all come in and then look exactly like the other. Whew, that got me sweating. Okay. All right, and then I just put my glue gun tip into the foam, added some glue, added my pipe cleaner and a U-pen to make sure it didn't go anywhere. They're not hard to cut, I promise you. I've been cutting them for quite a while. Yep, you could Mod Podge it. for sure. So there you go, y'all. I think I need to raise it just a little bit. Isn't that awesome? That Claudia is just amazing. Oh, you can see I'm sweating. Oh my gosh. There you go. I know. I actually want to do these for my front door now. Or for my front windows. But y'all, that's too much work. But I'll show you so y'all can do them. And then I would add some stars. I'd add some stars. I'd probably just do 1 star on each of the blues. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to give it that pop. No, it's not hard to make it all. Yeah, Claudia's version is on the Unique in the Creek Wreath Creators group. So if you're not a part of that, please answer the questions when you request to join so that we can let you in. If you don't answer the questions, you don't get let in. Oh my gosh. But we have to know that you've read the rules and understand that only Unique in the Creek can be posted in there. Those kinds of things. So go request to join. Her design is in there. Like I said, I didn't look at any of her directions because I like to figure it out on my own. But I think she did post her directions. So this is the Unique in the Creek large flower board cut in half. I know. I'm so glad she said yes. Nobody's told me no yet, but I know it's going to come one day. All right, y'all. That is it. I am going to sit and make the other one. That way we have a matching set. So if you want them, shoot me a message. They're yours. Let's just say $90. You get both. That includes shipping. So that's an awesome deal. Message me. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. I am still working on the peacock flower centers. So they did start shipping yesterday. So y'all should be expecting those soon. They are going to come back in stock. The kits and the centers. Just give me time to make up some more centers. I made over 100 this weekend, and my hands needed a little bit of a break. So they're coming back, I promise. All right, y'all have an awesome day, and I'll see you possibly tomorrow. Bye, y'all.